Hello? Is anybody listening? Is this thing on? I think it's broken. Is anything coming through here? Can anybody hear this? Oh my God, the system's down. I'm not hearing anything. Oh my God, we got to cancel the whole thing. All right. It was a nice try. Too bad. It says there's no one here either. We should have put up a story or something. We should have told them. Oh, we're going to have to cancel it. Hey there, this is your boy Oliver Tree, and this is the world's worst radio show with the world's worst radio host. I wanted to take a little moment to just share a beautiful, how do I say this? This is a celebratory time as my new album, Alone in a Crowd, is finally coming out after 3 years, September 29th, and this by far is the worst album I have ever released. And not only is it the worst album that I've ever released, a lot of people are saying it's the worst album that's ever been made. And there's something about that that for me should be celebrated, because if you can't be the best at something, then you can always be the worst at something. And I think that's something that I take a lot of pride in. And today I wanted to show a little bit about my worst songs from the new album, and also why they're the worst songs. And also on that note, we will be asking fans as well as haters to call in and tell us the worst Oliver Tree song. And I want to hear why it's the worst. And, I think we might agree on one thing. There's a lot of bad music I put out, and this new album is no different. So I wanted to start first with the song that I made, which a lot of people, including myself, are calling the worst love song ever made. And this song is called Essence. And I'm very proud of the level of excitement that it gives me when I hear it, because not only is it bad, it's really bad. And I wrote this song while falling in love, and I tend to forget to record music when I fall in love, because I usually lean on music when I'm feeling down, when I'm having the worst of days. But that being said, this time around when I fell in love, I said, you know what? It's time for me to document this. It's time for me to take a snapshot, bottle this feeling up into a little bottle, put the bottle cap on, and share it with people. So that's where this song originated. And I recorded this as the first song that I recorded after I lost my voice for 5 weeks. I had surgery, and I had a node. It was burnt off, I believe. They used some kind of laser to burn it off. And I was unable to talk for 5 weeks. I couldn't sing for 3 months. But the actual scary part was they said you could never talk or sing again. That's something that they have to tell you, because the potential is there. It is some crazy laser technology, and there is potential that it will actually not work out and make things worse. So I took the chance. I had done 100 shows that year, back to back. I had done over 1,000 interviews, if you count all the radio interviews, which some of them talking 20 to 30 a day. I did some serious damage, no vocal warm-ups, no nothing, and did some damage. And so this song comes out on the other side of that, when I unlocked a new high end, a new falsetto in my voice, which I am very excited about. It's almost as if I found a new character that existed within me, that I did not have access to before. And the other thing that makes this song really special is I made it with this group that I am an incredibly big fan of, and they are the second artist that have signed to my record label, Alien Boy Records. They are called Super Computer, and this is the beginning of their releases on Alien Boy Records, and we have worked very hard, and when I say we, I mean them. I am working purely on the back end, trying to help bring their vision to life. And they have put together an EP of some of my favorite electronic dance music that I've ever heard, and that I ever thought couldn't even exist in this plane of existence. So shout out to Supercomputer. Thank you for them helping me. They met me out in Brazil to work on the song. And we're going to play this first song here. It's called Essence. And for those of you who don't know, there is a music video out, and the music video is just the worst. It's up there with the worst of my career. It's up there with the cheapest of my career. Self-produced, self-written, self-directed. And also, I treated people badly on that set. I kicked over a baby in a baby stroller. And I'm not really supposed to talk about this, but there was a real baby in the stroller. And we had the parents' approval, and we actually had a custom baby helmet built for this baby. But if you watch the video back, if you freeze the frame at that moment, you can see the baby come out. And don't worry, the baby was fine. And he agreed as well. We shook hands, and he shook his head in agreement. And the parents were okay, of course. It's Hollywood. And they would pretty much do whatever to have their kid in the big screen. Anyways, you can check out the music video. It's up there with the worst of my career. And this song is no different. Essence.
Baby, you're my essence. You make me lose my mind. I can't live a day here without you by my side. I won't ever leave you. I need you in my life. Without you, I'm nothing. What would I do without you here? Life would not be the same, my dear. I feel like I would disappear. Sounds a lot, but I'm so sincere. Baby, you're my essence. You make me lose my mind. I can't live a day here without you by my side. I won't ever leave you. I need you in my life. Without you, I'm nothing. Baby, you are my essence. Let me make a confession. You're all I talk about when you're not around. I need you in my presence. You always know what to say to me. You're everything from my A to Z. You're the only thing saving me. I need you now. Baby, you're my essence. You make me lose my mind. I can't live a day here without you by my side. I won't ever leave you. I need you in my life. Without you, I'm nothing. Without you here, life would not be the same, my dear. I feel like I would disappear. Sounds a lot, but I'm so sincere. Baby, you're my essence. You make me lose my mind. I can't live a day here without you by my side. I won't ever leave you. I need you in my life. Without you, I'm nothing. Baby, you're my essence. You make me lose my mind. I can't live a day here without you by my side. I won't ever leave you. I need you in my life. Without you, I'm nothing.
And we are back with the world's worst radio show with the world's worst host, your friend, Oliver Tree. Right now, I'm very excited because I never do anything like this, but I am actually welcoming in some of my fans and haters, of course, alike, to call in. So you're going to have the chance to call in right now. And now remember, when you do call, you're going to be automatically muted, so you have to unmute yourself. If I choose to talk to you, if you are lucky enough to get the chance to tell me your least favorite Oliver Tree song, what is the worst Oliver Tree song, and why? We are letting the callers in now. I'm enabling the call in. This is a big chance. Tell me what song is the worst and why. So there's no callers right now, but we just got our first caller. Troggy, you've just been welcomed in. You are the first caller. Unmute yourself because I can't hear you. What is going on?
Hello, Oliver.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing all right. I'm having a pretty bad day, but not the worst, but it's pretty
Oh,
bad.
really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
hard to hear, man.
What's going on with you?
I'm having a good day, working on some music, I'm also an
Nice.
artist like you.
Sweet. So I want to
Yes,
ask you,
sir.
what is the worst Oliver Tree song and why?
See, personally, I don't really like, oh crap, I forgot what it's called. Cash
it's stuff I
Machine?
didn't remember. Oh, Cash Machine. That one is really bad.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because that's a rough one, dude. I can't even put
Yeah.
that thing on.
Yeah.
Why?
Like,
Why do you hate it?
I just don't really like the instrumental, if that makes sense, Oliver. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably make a way better instrumental, correct?
Yeah.
What would you have done,
Oliver.
Troggy?
What? What,
What would
Oliver?
you have done?
I honestly just finished a new song called Call Me When It's All Over. And
And that's a much better song, obviously.
yeah, one day I put on my story with the Fairweather friends on there too, and you saw my story, and I was super psyched about it.
Well, thanks for calling in, buddy. Good luck with everything.
Oliver.
All right, we are now accepting the next caller.
Have a good day, Oliver.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we are now accepting one more lucky caller. And you're going to tell me why the next song that you want to pick is the worst. So let's hear it right now. I am going to give one lucky caller the time on air. Who should it be? I am going to pick Mature Alchemist. We are welcoming you to the chat. Unmute yourself so we can hear you and tell me what is the worst Oliver Tree song and why.
Holy shit. Hi.
How's it going?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. Wow.
Tell me the worst of them all. I want to hear it.
The worst fucking Oliver Tree. Can I cuss on here? I don't know.
Yes, you can.
Okay, fuck. The worst Oliver Tree song in the world easily is Crash Test Dummy.
Woo! That's a bad one. I
Yeah,
honestly didn't want to release that. The label made me do it, man. So why? So tell me, why is that your least favorite?
I hate how motivating it is. I don't like motivation, so I hate it.
Why not?
It's because it sucks.
Why?
Because okay, I don't like motivation from you.
Okay. Well, there you have it. I tried, but it wasn't the right message for you at the right time in your life, and I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much. I love you. I hope you have a good day.
Okay, take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we are back. And before we take any more callers, I wanted to play some more of my worst songs off the next album, Alone in a Crowd, out September 29th. And this is such a long time coming. I have worked so hard on this album, and I am so excited for you guys to hear the full thing. It's been something that I didn't think would ever see daylight. And there was times where the album almost didn't come out. The label almost didn't approve it. I think there was times where I canned all the music. This is the 6th version of the album. There's been many iterations. And even of this 6th version, the songs have changed quite a bit. And I was still working on them up to 3 days ago. So I intend to still change a few things after it comes out. You can re-upload the songs and swap out the videos. And I intend to develop the material further. But the vinyls that just came out, they are available for pre-order. And the thing that makes these vinyls so special is the music's different. They're the long-lost mixes. So these were the original arrangements. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, some of them contain other parts. The cover art, it's even worse than the real cover art, if you can imagine that. And it's not the same. We've evolved it and developed it. It was before the outfit was even ever made physically. So there's something really special about that. You get to see a more raw version of what was the final product. And it makes it a collector's item. That's the one thing I will say about that, is that those things are pressed and they will never be pressed again in that manner. So people will know if they have the original ones. That being said, I wanted to move forward with the next song. And this song it's a highlight of one of the worst moments in the album. And this song is called One and Only. I made the song when I was with KSI in London. I went to go film a promotional piece with him. And we went to the studio to go film a video. And it was at the Abbey Road Studios in London. Now, I think when I look back at that time, I say, wow, what a beautiful experience. I got to live in London for 2 months. But when I talked to the people working at the Abbey Road Studio, they agreed with some of the other people who were there that this song, One and Only, was quite possibly the worst song ever recorded at the Abbey Road Studios. For those of you who don't know what the Abbey Road Studios is, it's the place where the Beatles recorded a lot of their biggest songs. And the thing that's really interesting about this is this took place in London, which is arguably the worst city in the world. Now, a lot of people may or may not agree with that, but one thing we can all agree on is London has the worst food in the world. So with that being said, I wanted to play this song because it's just bad. It's just really a bad track. And I think the thing about bad art is that you can learn just as much from it as good art. And that's subjective, right? So one person might say, oh, this song is so good. And the next person would say, that's the worst song I've ever heard. Now, with my music, there's a pretty consistent theme that people agree unanimously around the world that this music is up there with some of the worst material ever produced. And this song is no different, One and Only.
I need you by my side, 'cause everything's alright when I hold you through the night. You caught me by surprise, while searching my whole life. Let's give it a try. I realize I don't want to, and I know that that's a lot to say. I'm grateful now we're not alone. I know you're busy every day, I need you with me anyway. I wonder how far can we go. I'll love you till I don't exist here anymore. You're what I'm looking for. We can make it work for sure. I'll love you till I don't exist here anymore. You're my one and only. You make me feel less lonely every time you hold me. You got my heart exploding. You're my one and only. I realize I don't want to, and I know that that's a lot to say. I'm grateful now we're not alone. I know you're busy every day, I need you with me anyway. I wonder how far can we go. I'll love you till I don't exist here anymore. You're what I'm looking for. We can make it work for sure. I'll love you till I don't exist here anymore. You're my one and only.
And we are back. It's your host, the world's worst, Oliver Tree, on the world's worst show. Now I want to take a moment to welcome in a few other callers, and we're going to try something different this time. Now, I'd like people to tell me, what is your favorite Oliver Tree song and why? We are opening the calling right now. Now remember to unmute yourself because I cannot hear you. Welcome to the show, Sky is Blue. How are we doing today, Sky?
Doing fantastic. I get to talk to you. This is amazing. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. So, what is your favorite Oliver Tree song and why?
Honestly, let's take it back to When I'm Down.
Wow. That's an OG. That's cold. I can't believe you know that track. That's the first song I ever released as Oliver Tree.
Really?
Yes.
It's
And
amazing. I love Getter and I Love You. It's like the perfect collab. Even your old music that he released on SoundCloud, I love.
so When I'm Down, you're referring to, correct?
Yes.
Sweet. So that song actually was made with Weathen, and me and Weathen made that song in a walk-in closet.
All
It
right.
was 3 feet wide and 10 feet long, and somehow that song ended up going gold status independently. No record label, no nothing. Just a little fun story behind that song because we made it legitimately in a closet.
In a closet, of course.
Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Now we are welcoming in another caller to tell me, what is your favorite Oliver Tree song and why? Let's see what you got here. Welcoming in Fernando 123. Now unmute yourself so I can hear you. What is your favorite Oliver Tree song and why?
Oliver,
What's up?
I love you.
I love you. How's it going?
I've been dreaming this day for a long time.
Well, it's finally here, little buddy.
Let's go.
What is your
Yo,
favorite Oliver Tree song and why?
Miracle Man. Oh my
A lot of
God.
people don't like that one. You like that one?
What's really happening? Hold on.
It's
hold
real.
On. Oliver, hold on. Let me record this. I want to send this to my mom.
Send it over, little brother.
Yo, what's up, Oliver?
What's up? How's it going?
Oh my God. Can you add me on your TikTok?
I don't follow anyone except for my 2 artists that I signed to Alien Boy Records.
No, I know.
Considered Little Ricky.
No. I know that. But I mean, like, you know how like you put like in your stories on TikTok.
All I can do right now is ask you one last question. Why is Miracle Man your favorite song?
Well, I mean, like, I like how the voice is, and like, I just like how it is.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day.
I have one more question.
What's that?
I got your jacket. I got your Oliver Tree jacket.
Wow. You look amazing. I can see the picture. I can see the thumbnail. You look cool. I love it. I hope you have a great day.
I really love you.
I love you too, man. Have a good one.
I've been praying to talk to you. I had a lot of
Funny
dreams.
happen. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I can't wait for you to hear the new album.
I know, but wait. I have a big question.
What is it?
Can can you like do a concert in San Antonio, Texas?
I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to call my agents after this radio show, and I'm going to see what I can do. I can't make any promises, but I'll try.
Because I live in San Antonio, Texas, and I've been trying to go to your concert back in 2021 when you had a Cowboy Tears, and you had like what's it called, Austin, Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go there. Like, I was gonna go there, but I had it school, so I couldn't go.
Well, hopefully next time it works out. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care of yourself. All right. So that being said, the song Miracle Man, which was his favorite, the crazy part of that song is it's about when I was flying in an airplane. I was going in a flight over to Canada, and the whole time the ship just was shaking, the most insane turbulence I've ever seen in my entire life. And this thing was sketchy to say the least. And through the flight, we could see thunder, and outside the window, I think you see lightning maybe, but you could see it was just the most heavy-duty, dark doom clouds I've ever seen. And the whole time, the turbulence were like nothing I've ever experienced. I've been on hundreds and hundreds of flights, but this was a completely different experience. In the midst of this plane just starts freeform dropping. We're going down. I'm looking around. Everyone is literally, their eyes are as wide as possible. Everyone is at the edge of their seat. And I'm literally just thinking to myself, my heart drops and sinks into my stomach. And I'm like, is this it? Is this literally going to be it? Well, the ship starts slowly coming up and it starts rising up, and it starts to maintain for a bit. And then surely it starts shaking more intensely. And then it just drops full on. It's just free form dropping down. And I look over, and there is a couple on the right side of me. The woman has her head in her lap. The man is saying a prayer. In between the two seats in front of me, there's two girls who are hysterically crying. And then I look over to the guy sitting next to me, and he is a pilot mid-transit on his way to his next flight. And he's got sweat coming down his face. And I'm thinking, this is it. I'm saying goodbye to my family. Obviously, not able to get in touch with them, but I'm, preparing myself for the end. And sure enough, this plane starts lifting up, and it starts going at this weird angle upwards, and somehow, from a miracle, we pulled out of this. And then if we're looking and we're going, I see a runway in the distance, and we go down to land, and the ship comes to the landing, bounces off the runway, and it goes back into the air, turns around one more time, and it goes down, and it actually lands. And that was the scariest moment of my life. I remember having adrenal fatigue. It was a level of PTSD where I just literally, it felt like I was, it was the end. And when I survived that, it felt like it truly was a miracle, and I had a second chance to live. And I'm grateful to be here. Next up, I wanted to play another song off the world's worst album, my new album, Alone in a Crowd, coming very soon. Technically, I say Friday the 29th, but it's really out in California Pacific Standard Time tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And I'm really excited. And I think one of the this is easily the worst song on the album. And it was made the day after One and Only in London. And it's about one of the greatest things, which is having sex, but it's the worst song about having sex. So I somehow, even that, I screwed up. And this one was the first music video that was released off this album, the first real single. And I filmed the music videos out in Serbia. I lived there for 3 months. And I made some of the music videos that probably my favorite ones, just because aesthetically, stylistically, it's closer to the genre that I'm in. But I will say, they still look horrible. And no matter how many videos I make, and no matter how much I invest and spend, and how much blood, sweat, and tears that I put into this stuff, it always looks terrible. And the songs are no different. They sound bad. If you think they sound bad, just imagine how I feel, because I could hear it in my head. I could see it in my head. It looked so much more grandiose, so much more epic. But that being said, this song is really bad. And it's called Bounce.
I'ma bounce you up and down. You'll be coming back, no doubt. Baby, please don't make a sound. You're waking up my neighbors now. Keep quiet, can you shut your mouth? It's all a secret till the truth comes out. I'ma bounce you up and down. You'll be coming back, no doubt. Who you gonna call if things go wrong? When things get bad, it's always my fault. But when you need a friend, who you gonna call? Leave if you need, but I really wanna see you. I'll give you what you want when you feel lost. Baby, go, just give me a call. I really wanna taste, so tell me if it's on. Come over to my place and stay up all night long. I'ma bounce you up and down.
And we are back. Hi. You are listening to the world's worst radio show with the world's worst host, Oliver Tree. So now I wanted to allow some fans to call in and tell me, why do you love or hate Oliver Tree? Why are you either a fan or a hater? And why are you here today? And lastly, how did you find out about Oliver Tree? We are now letting in the lines for new callers. This might be your chance to say it all on the world's worst radio show with the world's worst host, Oliver Tree. Letting in the callers. All right. So remember, when you answer, you got to unmute yourself so you can say why you love or hate Oliver Tree and how you found out about Oliver Tree. All right. We are about to open up the line right here. Hello. Cub Rose. Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi! Holy shit, I made it on. Hi, Oliver. What's going on?
Not much. How are you today?
Doing good. I'm actually at work, playing a little
What do
hooky.
you do for work?
Oh, I sell tires, really nothing special. Wholesale, so I'm always on the phone.
They let you talk on the phone at work?
Dude, that's my job. I'm customer service, you know?
Wow. So they probably think you're talking to a client.
Yeah.
That's genius. I like you a lot already. All right, so tell me.
Oh, shit.
Are you an Oliver Tree fan or hater?
Dude, I'm a fan. Are you kidding me?
All right. Why? Give me one good reason why.
Mixed media, bro. I'm an artist myself, and, like, you mix that shit up. I'm sorry.
Kind of art do you
I'm like
make?
cursing like a sailor, but I'm just so excited.
I do it all the time. What kind of art do you make?
Mainly digital. I draw, Photoshop. I don't know, just a little bit of everything.
And
Video
how
editing.
did you find out about Oliver Tree?
Oh, dude, you're gonna hate me. H3 podcast. Ugh.
Oh my God. Okay, so I did
Family,
this is the
baby.
world's worst show, but there is one show that is even worse, and that is
come on.
the H3 podcast. And I will
You
say
gotta give
this.
him props though.
No props to Ethan Grime. I don't even know
Okay.
why you would
Fuck
say
him.
that on my show. But I will say
abandon
this.
ship.
If you are a fan of the H3 podcast, there is rumors that I may go on one last time to set the record straight and shut down Ethan Grime for good on the H3
Oh
podcast.
yeah.
Thanks
Kick
for
his ass
calling me.
again. Thank you.
I will.
Bye.
Take it down. Hope you have
Love
a great
you.
day. Love you too. Bye. All right. We are going to accept another caller. We're opening up the lines. If you want a chance to tell Oliver Tree why you're a fan or a hater and where you found out about Oliver Tree, now is your chance. Opening up the lines here. Okay. Welcome to the show. Kind Red Herb. Welcome. How are you today? You gotta unmute yourself so I can hear you.
I'm an idiot, my bad.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. So what makes you an Oliver Tree fan or hater?
I love your music. I'm pretty sure I found out about you on Reddit years ago. And one of my favorites is Splitting Branches.
I don't know that. What is that?
Well, I just Criff.
Criff.
Like the whole thing. Is that not you?
I'm not familiar with that material. What is it?
Never mind, but it doesn't matter. So I'm so excited right now and I have anxiety. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So you found out on Reddit. What forum are we talking?
I can't.
Is
It was
the Oliver
really-
Tree hater. Our Oliver Tree hater forum, because I've heard that one is pretty spicy.
No. I mean, if we're following the shtick, I guess. But no, I am a huge Oliver Tree fan. Like me, my boyfriend, and my son. He's only 4, but he's literally getting a bowl cut this weekend because
I'm
he's
honored.
like you.
I am truly honored. That is the same haircut that I had growing up. I was too scared to get any other haircut, and Honestly, no looking back. Those are the best moments of my life, and I sometimes think about going back to it. But is there a reason specifically why you remain an Oliver Tree fan? Is it the music or is it the hair?
I'm gonna have to go with the hair.
That's a good answer.
I'm kidding.
Most people, it's the thing. It's like the hair sinks your teeth in, and then you can decide either the music works for you or not. Most people not, but the hair is usually the thing that's kind of gets them hooked.
You know, it was the mullet that really got me.
Well, technically, it was the bowl cut mullet.
The mullet, yeah.
Yeah, but nonetheless, that will be your son's next haircut. Hopefully, maybe when they're a little older, you got to let the hair grow. So don't cut it too often because then you're gonna get in the way of his bullet. But maybe that's for later down the line, teen years, something like that.
Can't
Thanks
get in the way of
for calling
his dreams. All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
And we are back with the world's worst radio show. Next, I wanted to play one of the least favorite songs, one of the worst songs of my entire career. And this was the last song I released as a single. It's called Fairweather Friends. It's about the worst friends you've ever had. And what makes this song really special is it's the first song I ever recorded for this album, Alone in a Crowd. I made this song 3 years ago, in the middle of making my second album, the worst country album ever made, Cowboy Tears. Huge commercial failure, huge commercial flop. Atlantic Records almost dropped me. It was almost my way out. I tried so hard to get dropped and it didn't work, but I was just so close. But that album was for me. So whether you like that album or you hate that album, makes no difference because that album saved my life. It was the music that brought me out of a very dark place, and I'm so proud of Cowboy Tears. And I think now, if I would have released Cowboy Tears, it would have had a much better shot because country is dominating, and I was 2 years too early. And I think maybe that music will eventually have a chance. I will say, I'm a firm believer, one of those songs will eventually connect. And if it doesn't, well, I am so proud of that music. I don't care what the fans or the haters claim. That one was for me. And this album, Alone in a Crowd, this one was for you guys. I went back to the origins. I tried to make it like the world's worst first album, the world's worst debut. Ugly is Beautiful, an eclectic body of work, spanning many genres, many different styles. That album was bad. But this one, Alone in a Crowd, is even worse, if you can picture that. But I did think about you guys when I was making this album, and I thought about trying to present the album in the way that I think people listen to albums, which is they don't. Nobody listens to albums anymore. It's dead. So it's a collection of all my favorite songs that I made over the last 3 years. And this song, Fairweather Friends, was the first. I got bored of making Cowboy Tears in the middle. I made 57 songs and then I stopped and I started making album 3, which eventually became this next album, Alone in a Crowd. But I didn't know what it was. And I started making a bunch of music. And the first song was Fairweather Friends. The second song was Ugly Side. Now, these two songs are very similar because they're singing and rapping. And what made them fit nowhere near Cowboy Tears, there's no rap on that album. It was very much a folk, faux country. A lot of people called it y'alternative. But if you listen to this song, Fairweather Friends, I played the banjo on this song. And that's why it was originally for Cowboy Tears. But it was too hard. It was too cold. Some of the lyrics are too hardcore, and it wasn't part of that style. It was its own thing. It was the birth of Alone in a Crowd. The thing about that song, too, that is pretty interesting is you get to see a different side of Oliver Tree, a side I don't speak about in the music. You get to see a little bit of my origins at the six-way intersection, which is what the chorus says. It says, we don't talk, we haven't seen each other since the six-way intersection. And the six-way intersection is in the corner of where I grew up. And if you listen to the beginning of the first verse, it says, where I used to sell sacks. Because I used to sell weed at the six-way intersection, right on the corner of my parents' house. So you get to hear a little glimpse into my past where it starts out, started selling bags of weed at school, which I'm not proud of. And I'm sober now, so I'm the last guy that's trying to support anyone to be doing drugs or dealing drugs. But I was an entrepreneur, and I was also someone who learned his business on the street, but I also moved up. I went from selling weed at school to then moving up to ounces of weed, quarter pounds of weed into the pounds. And I talk about getting pounds of weed for my personal stash, which this is all accurate. Historically, everything is accurate in this music. I don't lie in my music. This isn't fabrication. And I'm not proud of this. I used to smoke a pound of weed a month. And I was so unhappy. I mean, I'm trying to smoke to feel normal, and I'm trying to get high just to exist. And I have to say, I don't miss it at all. I don't miss feeling like I need to fill that emptiness in my soul with the substance. It was never enough. Weed is obviously not a strong enough drug. And I've done every drug in the book. I've experimented, and I've taken it to the point well beyond experimentation. And I found that I was just unhappy, and I was trying to fill an empty void within myself. And I'm so much happier and more satisfied and content without needing substance in my life. And, everyone is on their own journey. But me, I'm an addict. It doesn't matter what. I'll be addicted to anything. So I've learned how to fill those empty places in my soul with healthier addictions, because I know I already gravitate and function as an addict. So why not get addicted to making art, to making music videos, to designing fashion, to writing screenplays, to doing things that are not going to be self-destructive and can possibly inspire people, make the world a more beautiful place, even just if it's a few people that brings a little bit of color to the darkness of their lives. I have found healthier addictions to fill that void. So I'm very proud of the evolution. And this album marks a blossoming of me, not only as a human, but as an artist. I'm so proud of this music. I spent so much time developing as a producer, as a songwriter. I played 80% of the instruments in this album. I couldn't be more proud to say that I developed so much as a guitar player, as a piano player, as a bass player, as a producer. The song Ugly Side, the second song off this album that I made, produced it entirely by myself. No one was involved with that. And I have pride of that. But the thing is, I can make drum beats, but I'm not that interested. It's not really what I like to do. It becomes very lonely when you just make music by yourself all the time. And so with the Oliver Tree Project, I made the effort to be able to take time and make music with my friends. And one thing that happened with this album was I went and worked with the biggest producers in the entire world. The people who have records for the biggest hits, the biggest amount of hits. And what I did was I went back to school. I learned so much from these people. I would write down notes. I would put their name, and I would put their name and then rules. And then I would take everything with a grain of salt, but I would write down whatever they would tell me. They would say, oh, this is how you do it. And they would also break their own rules, but they are their basic rules of how they function and make tremendously influential pop songs. And so I went back to school for this album, and I literally wrote down every note I could. And I have maybe 7 different top pop producers who taught me so much, but none of that music even made it on the album. Why? Because it's a numbers game. And I just made hundreds of songs for this album, and the music that ends up coming out was all the music that I made with my friends, or even some by myself. And what was really cool about that was I took all this information from these people who are geniuses and virtuosos, and I took that and applied that to the music I was making with my friends who are also geniuses and virtuosos, and we just did it ourselves. And I'm very proud of this album in that regard. So I wanted to play you guys this next song, Fairweather Friends. Enjoy it.
I got fair weather friends in my G-class Benz. Some stay, some go, some days it depends. I ain't seen you since way back then, when we both crossed paths at the 6-way intersection. Where I used to sell sacks, I moved up to QPs, and I moved up to packs. Now I only take pounds of steak for my personal stash. It's a dope deal, only 1,000 in cash, just a bro deal. Put it in my fake Gucci bag, speeding like a demon with this ride in the back of my trunk. Got it sealed airtight, but it stink like a skunk. Don't scare it, it'll make your hair white. Square up, bitch, I wanna see a fair fight. I got fair weather friends in my G-class Benz. Some stay, some go, some days it depends. I ain't seen you since way back then, when we both crossed paths at the 6-way intersection. What you think? This is not the same thing. You are not like me, we are not the same league. porn stars, Michelin restaurants, 3 stars, 4 stars. Look at my report card, baby, I'm a workhorse. You ain't shit, I'm that friend who will fuck your bitch, but don't dip before I roll the spliff. Tight like that pussy got gorilla grip. I got fair weather friends in my G-class Benz. Some stay, some go, some days it depends. I ain't seen you since way back then, when we both crossed paths at the 6-way intersection.
And we are back. Welcome back to the world's worst radio show with the world's worst radio host, your boy, Oliver Tree. I'm going to invite a few callers to call in and tell me, what would you like to see Oliver Tree do next? Do you want to see him go back to his roots, his carny roots, and join a new circus, start his own circus? Would you like to see Oliver Tree become a chef? Would you like to see Oliver Tree break a new world record, something even bigger and better than when he built the world's biggest scooter? Do you want to see Oliver Tree play soccer on stilts? What would you like to see? We are now accepting callers. Now remember, unmute yourself when you join in. Welcoming in Lemon Nugget 99. What's going on? You gotta unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So what do you want to see next for Oliver Tree? If you could see him do anything next, it could be anything. What would be the next thing?
Honestly, I'm a huge fan of like anything you do. Like it's all really good to me. So I'm just along for the ride, man.
What's your favorite thing? What can I do more of that you enjoy? Is there anything specifically you would like to see me do next?
Ooh, like maybe rap more. Like
really? Because everyone is saying don't rap. That's
well, I enjoy it. I really enjoyed all that. Like that was a really good song. And Fairy Weather Friends is also one I enjoy. So like more of that would be really cool.
Well, thank you. I'm so honored to hear that one person likes my rapping, because the label, they told me don't put any more rapping on this album. It doesn't work. No one wants to see a guy who looks like you rap.
No, man, the label's crazy.
That's what I always say. Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. And also, I love your Crazy Frog photo. That really got my attention. I'm a big Crazy Frog fan, so hope you have a great day.
You too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, next we're going to have another caller call in and tell me, what would you like to see Oliver Tree do next? Would you like to see Oliver Tree walk on water? Would you like to see him do handstands all the way on the Great Wall of China? I'd like to hear your thoughts. We're now letting in the callers. What you got? What you got? Welcoming into the chat, Green Skittle. Unmute yourself so I can hear you. What would you like to hear Oliver Tree do next? What would you like to see Oliver Tree do next? What would you like to have happen next in this story? You got to unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
Hey.
What's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good.
What would you like to see me do next?
Record a music video on the ISS.
What's that? The ISS?
Yeah, the International Space Station.
What? Dude. You're on to something big here. Because I have a dream to play in space. I want to be the first artist to play on the moon. But as it sits right now, it doesn't look good. So if anybody here is listening and you guys know anyone who works for the ISS, the International Space Station, or you know anybody, family, friend, relative who's an astronaut, or works for NASA or SpaceX, please have them reach out. Is there anything else you would like to see Oliver Tree do? Because that was a really good answer. That was the best answer I could have even imagined. Is there anything else?
Play on top of a skyscraper.
Wow. Okay. I like it. Well, thank you for your time. Thanks for calling
Yeah,
in.
you too.
Goodbye. So one thing that I think is interesting is this person says they want to see me play in space. And I will say this. I have a dream to play in space, but I've had a dream for many years to play in Antarctica. And I am so proud to announce that this year, at the end of the year, I have just gotten my tickets to go to Antarctica. And apparently I'm going to be able to perform in Antarctica before the year's over. Now, for those who don't know, I'm going on a world tour. In 2 days, I'm leaving to Bali, Indonesia. And then I'm going to New Zealand, Australia, across Europe to 16 countries, full world tour. Then I'm going to go to South America, to Argentina, where I will take a flight from there to Antarctica. I will spend 10 days in Antarctica, perform, make a documentary, and from there I am dreaming to try to go to Africa. The Maasai tribe has reached out to me and they want to hang out. And that is my last dream of what I can do this year. We'll see if it happens. I'm trying to hit all 7 continents. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. There'll always be next year. I'm going to actually take in one more caller, one lucky guest. What would you like to see Oliver Tree do next? What is your dream of what would happen next? Not required. Welcome to the chat. Unmute yourself so I can hear you. What would you like to see Oliver Tree do next? Is there anybody there? Uh-oh. Might be an Oliver Tree hater. We'll never know. All right, we're inviting someone else. Mr. Young, 227. Welcome to the chat. Unmute yourself so I can hear you.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. So what would you like to see Oliver Tree do next?
Probably like more documentaries.
Ooh, I like that. And why?
Nice to watch. Nice to watch.
Well, you're in luck. I filmed 33 unreleased documentaries. The last one I filmed was recording the album in Brazil. I rented a glass house in the jungles of Rio de Janeiro, and you can see footage of me creating, writing, and producing the album alone in a crowd. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing?
Yes.
What else would you like to see Oliver Tree make a documentary about?
Just like behind the scenes, I like the music videos.
Oh, well, I just want you to know, I was in Serbia for 3 months this year filming these videos, and we haven't started editing yet, but we filmed, 2 camera guys came with me, lived with me out there, and we filmed a 3-part documentary that will change your life. Just because you get to see behind the scenes of this multi-million-dollar production and how everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Is that something you'd like to see?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for calling in, and I'm honored that you like the documentaries because we have many, and I also have one I've been working on about building the world's biggest scooter. And I hope that that can be something that you get to see one day. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
All right, I'm actually going to take one more lucky caller. What would you like to see Oliver Tree do in this lifetime? You could dream up anything, literally anything. It doesn't even have to be something that you think could be possible. What would you like to see Oliver Tree do? Welcome to the chat, the Doctor 355. Unmute yourself so I can hear you. What do you want to see Oliver Tree do?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm doing good.
So what would you like to see Oliver Tree do next?
Please give a haircut to a pickle.
Whoa! That would be crazy. So how does that exactly play out in your imagination?
I haven't thought of that yet.
I think like a laser cutter, like the one they used on my throat to
Yeah.
remove off.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I had surgery on my throat and I couldn't sing for 3 months, and they used this laser cutter. And I think you could probably etch in a pretty cool haircut on a pickle.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I love the idea. Genius. Thanks for calling in.
You.
Have a good day.
You too.
And I'm going to take one last caller because that was genius. I want more ideas so that I can steal them. Because I think maybe after this, I might go buy some pickles and give one of them a haircut because that sounds fun. We're going to welcome one more lucky caller. Call in right now if you want to suggest one thing for Oliver Tree to do in this lifetime. Welcome to the show. A lot of strange 23. Unmute yourself so that you can talk to Oliver and tell him one thing you want to see Oliver Tree do. Welcome. How's it going?
Oh, hi.
Hey there. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I didn't think I'd even make it on. One thing I would really like to see you do is to collaborate and do a project with the artist Titanic Sinclair.
I'm not familiar. I don't listen to music. So what's this artist and what makes them so amazing?
They are a surrealist artist like yourself, but they are a little more like David Lynch in style, but they specialize in satirical pop music, much like yourself. And they also like making like emo country music and like music like that. So it's very in your vein.
Amazing. I love the idea. Thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Were you going to say something else?
No, I'm too nervous. I can't say anything else.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. I hope you have an amazing day.
You too.
All right. Take care. All right. So next, as we are winding things up, I wanted to play you guys one of the worst songs, if not arguably the worst song of all time. Now, this song, I'm sure most of you hate. I know I do. This song was arguably the worst song on TikTok last year. Arguably the worst song on TikTok ever. This song, I think, is the best way to end the worst radio show because it's the worst of the worst. Arguably the worst breakup song of our generation. Arguably the worst song on the album. I mean, that's not even arguable. It's not even supposed to be part of the album. This song is not actually one of the album tracks. I just put it on there, keep the label happy. It secures that the album is commercially successful, which has nothing to do with the album. But after Cowboy Tears' failure, which most of my career has been failure after failure, and there's nothing wrong with that. Failure is the biggest part of success, and I find that pretty much 99% of my life is one massive monumental failure after another. And that being said, I think that is where I grow. It's what keeps me hungry. It's why I am still so excited to be pushing art and to do the next level, the next thing. So with that being said, I think we're going to end the show with one last song, the worst song in my entire catalog of bad music, Miss You. Enjoy.
Don't remind me, I'm minding my own damn business. Don't try to find me, I'm better left alone than in this. It doesn't surprise me. Do you really think that I could care if you really don't like me? Find somebody else, it could be anyone else out there. Don't fret, I don't ever wanna see you and I never wanna miss you again. One thing, when you're angry you're a jerk and then you treat me like a word, not
and we are wrapping up here the world's worst radio show with the world's worst radio host, your boy, Oliver Tree. I wanted to thank you guys for listening to pretty much an unbearably bad radio show, arguably the worst of all time. I do want to say this. I'm incredibly grateful for each person who happened to waste an hour of your life to come and listen to such a horrendous show. I do want to say this. I don't know if anyone has ever done a show quite like this on this station or maybe other stations. This might be the worst idea for a promotion for an album, but I want you guys to know I couldn't be more happy with this music. I couldn't be more excited for you to hear this album. I poured my soul into it. I put every drop and blood, sweat, and tear into this album. This is an exciting moment. This is something that is a long time coming. And although I do say I make things for myself, this album was made with you guys in mind. And if you say, oh, the songs are short, oh, he didn't put the song I wanted, or, oh, I can't believe he included this. First of all, just keep in mind that I made something for everyone. Not all of it needs to be for you, but I made you something in there. There's got to be one piece that you are going to love in this body of work, and I cannot wait for you to find that piece. I can't wait for you to listen to that piece in years to come as a portal back to this time to take you back. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful to have the best fans in the world. I love you guys so much, but just know that this is what it was supposed to be. This is the album that I worked on, and if a song is short, that's the way I wanted it to be. That's the way the song told me it needed to be. So because songs are short doesn't mean that the album isn't put enough energy into it. It's just, no, punk music is short. Certain genres require for a short sound. So you can critique it and rip it apart, but just know there's something in there for you, and I can't wait for you to find it. I poured my soul into it. So I love you all. Thank you. There is a world tour that is about to embark, and there may be more portions of the tour that will be announced soon. I can't say too much, but what I can say is if you guys want to support this project beyond what you already do, there is signed vinyls available. We do have pre-order links you can find on the website. And the last thing I'll leave you guys with is that I have been filming 17 hours a day for the last few weeks. I have so much crazy stuff coming out, videos, content, YouTube videos, podcasts, etc. So the floodgates are about to open. Christmas came early. I'm so excited for you guys to see this roll out and to be able to be a part of it. I love you all. Peace out, suckers. Baka!